Oh boy, this is what our culture has become. I've been told there's a movie called the Minecraft movie, and it apparently had $300 million in global box office revenue its first weekend. And I was forced by my producers to watch this movie. And those are hours of my life that I wish I had back. It is, I must have a massive disconnect with the younger generation now. I've now reached full-on middle age. I no longer am able to connect with people who think this movie was funny, entertaining, or interesting. I'm hoping that all of it is just a big in-joke, that if you really love Minecraft and you're just laughing and nodding at jokes that I don't understand, because my entire exposure to Minecraft was another YouTube video that we made one time where I was forced to sit there and play Minecraft with one of our employees and basically wanted to hang myself. I hated the game. I thought it was stupid. I didn't understand how it worked. Again, me being a dad of 4 and all of this. In any case, apparently for Minecraft fans, this thing is like heaven. And there are a lot of them. Minecraft is a very, very popular game. And I'll give it to the producers of the movie because at least they know the crowd to whom they are appealing. They totally went for all the in-jokes. And apparently, as I say, I saw the same movie all these people at this theater we're about to show you saw, but they reacted like crazy to a chicken jockey, which is a character, I suppose, from the game that barely ever appears. It's a rare and quirky creature that's something of a digital unicorn. It's a baby zombie riding a chicken. It barely appears in the game, sort of a rarity, and so apparently fans are very into it. And so here's what happened at one showing when the police had to be called because people were so enthusiastic about the appearance of the baby zombie riding a chicken. Okay, and people are losing their minds over the appearance of the chicken jockey. People standing up, screaming, cheering. The police had to be called to calm everybody back down. Oh boy. And then the police removed people. So this is what our culture has become. I have been informed by producer Zach that there was something once called the Gentle Minions movement, which was apparently a bunch of high schoolers and college students who, when the Despicable Me movies would come out, or the Minions movies would come out, they would dress up in like tuxes or suits and they would go to the theater as sort of a joke, as sort of a funny in-joke. And apparently that has now devolved into people going to these movies and finding the dumbest parts of the movies and acting rowdy and crazy. So cool, like everything else in our culture, something that began as ironic is now no longer ironic. It has just become people acting like trash at the theater. The actual movie itself is quite bad. Again, perhaps I'm just missing all of it because I don't play Minecraft, but I'll give you the outsider's perspective. If you don't play Minecraft, this movie makes no sense at all. It's not entertaining. The performances are ridiculous in the extreme. Jack Black has just been playing the same character since School of Rock, and now he has a beard and he's pretty significantly fatter. So that's pretty much all that's happened to Jack Black right there. Jason Momoa is always Jason Momoa, and so he's just playing fat Jason Momoa, like slightly overweight Jason Momoa. He's basically doing a riff on sort of fat Thor from the Marvel universe. It is not good. The plot makes no sense. The acting is bad. Jack Black sings a couple of songs for no reason that I can discern. The graphics are kind of interesting, I suppose, in the sense that they mimic the game, but kind of more 3D and more well done. But it was a painful experience. And so, if you're not a Minecraft fan, I would just suggest that you do not engage with this movie because you'll want to gouge out your own eyeballs fairly quickly watching this thing. The administration preserved your ability to diversify into precious metals. So if you're concerned about your savings, I encourage you to have a free consultation with a Birch Gold precious metals specialist. That first step, text BEN to 989898. Receive your free no-obligation info kit on gold. Learn how to hold gold and silver in a tax-sheltered account. Birch Gold will help you convert an existing IRA or 401k into a gold IRA for no money out of pocket. With an A-plus rating with the Better Business Bureau and thousands of thankful customers, I recommend Birch Gold to help protect your savings through gold investments. Just text my name, Ben, to the number 989898. Again, text Ben to 989898 to claim your free info kit right now. Text Ben 989898. And right now, a lot of uncertainty out there. You don't know which way the markets are going. The best hedge against uncertainty, historically speaking, is in fact precious metals. I have gold from Birch Gold. It's definitely worth checking out. Go check them out right now by texting my name, Ben, to the number 989898. Again, text Ben to 989898 to claim your free info kit right now. Okay, meanwhile, my producers have exposed me to a new 3-part Netflix docuseries that explores the shadowy world of child influencers called The Dark Side of Kidfluencing. And this is quite frightening. Again, none of this is shocking to me because it turns out that a huge number of people who are interested in having their kids be famous are really screwed up. That is not a shock at all. That's been true for generations. The entire musical Gypsy is based on this. But apparently, in this documentary, there is a person named Tiffany Smith who's the mother of a child named Piper Raquel, who began her career at age 8 and created dance videos, pranks, challenges, and crush content on YouTube. And her channel amassed over 12 million subscribers and was generating at its peak $625,000 per month. These tween influencers were known as The Squad. And apparently the mom manager, Tiffany Smith, the only way to describe this would be sociopathic behavior. Apparently, this clip, she sold her daughter's used underwear to random men on the internet. Yeah, guys, I think the internet was a bad idea, maybe.
Piper had acting lesson, voice lesson, one of those. After we dropped Piper off, Tiffany was like, I have to go to the post office and drop off some things. And she had a bag and she pulled out what looked like Piper's underwear. And I asked her, like, why are you, like, shipping those out? And she told me that old men like to smell them. And I was confused. I was like, what is she talking about?
But I confronted Tiffany. She's like, oh, stop being so dramatic.
Yeah, well, instead of just confronting people over that, you might want to call the cops. I mean, that's child exploitation right there. So there's that. Yes, there's an entire side to the internet that is fake and made up and exploitative in the extreme. Now, my kids do not appear in any pictures online. We keep my kids offline. I will not take pictures with people on the street unless my kids are not in frame. It is very, very bad for kids to be exploited in this way, obviously. And a culture that knows what's going on. I mean, let's be real about this. We've known what's going on in these spaces for probably generations. And it's certainly been true in Hollywood for a very, very long time. There's a reason why every child star, with very few exceptions, ends up incredibly screwed up as an adult. And that is not because high levels of fame and exposure are good for kids, especially when they are surrounded by adults who are willing to take advantage of them. Horrifying stuff, obviously. Apparently, in January 2022, 11 ex-squad members filed a lawsuit alleging emotional, physical, and sexual abuse, and the case was settled for $1.85 million, which seems kind of low, frankly, if the career earnings of these people were presumably in the tens of millions of dollars. Well, that's all for now, folks. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment your thoughts down below. Be sure to check out all of the other great content on my channel. I'll see you here next time.